Welcome to John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. We're in beautiful Iron River, Wisconsin with Captain Josh Teigen.
Fleet Farm presents John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Fleet Farm, the ultimate fishing headquarters.
Just a big, beautiful fish.
Oh, is that awesome? Holy moly! Oh my God! It's a huge fish! It's a huge fish!
This is amazing.
Who do you got?
Oh my gosh.
Yes, folks, once you get in the boat, Iron River is a beautiful place to fish. You've got the pike chain here. You have several small lakes that are just loaded with bass and panfish. And it's really kind of an overlooked area of the state that has pretty darn good fishing. And we're with Captain Josh Teigen. And Josh, you grew up in Iron River. And this doesn't get the pressure that Minocqua and Eagle River and St. Germain get, does it?
No, it really doesn't. I mean, it's off the map. Not a lot of guys come up here, and the fishing's really good.
And where Iron River is located, it's about halfway between Duluth and Ashland, and it's a really cool part of the state. And this is Bayfield County?
Yes, this is Bayfield County.
And today we're going to go after, well, I guess whatever we catch, but largemouth we're targeting, and there's also crappie and maybe a walleye or two in this lake?
Yeah, walleye, maybe pike too. You never know.
On the water, every second counts. So when there's a fish at 3 o'clock, be right on time with Mega 360 imaging. Every sweep of our newest technology offers 125 feet of absolute clarity all around your boat, so you can see fish and every detail in every direction. With a clearer picture of what's below, you can catch fish like clockwork. Mega 360 imaging, only from Humminbird.
What's the difference between a good net and a great net? Simple. It's all in the features. Fortis nets by Clam Outdoors are tough, safe on fish, easy to use, and a telescoping handle. Learn more about Fortis nets at clamoutdoors.com.
Are you ready to ride? It's time for the Yamaha Get Out and Ride sales event. 0 down, 0 payments for 90 days, and 0% APR on every single Yamaha motorcycle, ATV, and side-by-side. Plus, amazing customer cash offers. See your local Yamaha dealer today for huge savings. Then, get out and ride.
Hey, there we go, Josh, on the wacko worm. Welcome back, folks. I'll tell you what, it's kind of an interesting day. You know, we got a bunch of rain last night, and we got the mist and the clouds, and boy, he's digging, buddy. He's digging, man. Here he comes. Oh, that's a nice way to start the day.
Not a bad start.
And you know, you and I have fished up here many times over the years for largemouth. It is amazing how big they get up here, you know?
Yeah, they are pretty big up here for being inland lakes and this far north. But yeah, we do get some 5-6 pounders.
Yeah, well, we will today, but that's a good way to start.
Yeah.
And that is on that wacko, and I've been using this color all year. It's called red shad.
Okay.
I like it a lot, you know, especially in darker water. But works good, doesn't it?
Yeah, you seem to be doing good on it. I don't have that color. I might have to get some.
Oh, call Matty B.
I will.
Joshy.
John.
Hey, you know, everybody knows you from guiding smallmouth on Chegramagon. Oh, look at him. That's a decent bass.
Yeah.
But you actually do a lot of inland guiding, too, for folks, right?
I do. I mean, we have so many lakes around here in Iron River that, you know, we got crappie, bass, pike, walleye, muskie, so I fish inland quite a bit.
It's a great opportunity, I think, for a dad to bring his son or daughter out on these inland lakes, because they're full of fish.
Yeah, it's an action deal. You know, you always catch a lot of fish, whether it's, you know, bass or pike, panfish too. A lot of action for the kids. There's one, John.
Oh, there's a nice one, Josh.
Yeah, nice largie.
Yeah, he came out of the water really nice, buddy.
Yeah. All right, we'll flip him in.
That's a beautiful fish right there. Look at the fatness on that guy. It's a nice fatty, isn't it?
Yeah, that is a nice one. That was on the Kalen's wacko worm, and I got that eagle claw ring on there.
Yeah,
and
tell the folks again now. Let's actually show how that goes on.
Yeah.
So what you do is just use that little device, put the ring on there.
Yep.
And then what do you do?
Slide the ring on there, you just hook it a little bit through the worm right under the ring. And then what that does is when you set the hook, when that fish comes out, that ring helps it slide up the line. So then you're not gonna lose your worm.
So have you caught multiple fish on one wacko?
Oh yeah, I've caught a lot of times up to 20 fish on one wacko worm.
That can get expensive too if you don't use those rings. And that's a kit by Eagle Claw.
That is a kit by Eagle Claw,
And
yep.
what's the deal with Eagle Claw?
Made in America.
The only one?
Yep. Got one, John.
Ooh, you are good up there, man.
I think this is a better one. Haven't seen them yet, but.
Ooh, when they stay down, that's a dang good sign.
Yep.
Okay,
Oh yeah, it's a little better one. This one, I think, is our biggest one
Josh,
yet.
That is a nice fish.
Yep.
There you go, pal.
All right. Thanks, Blake.
And again, there's two ways to do this. You can fish the shorelines or you can fish cabbage, right?
Yep, you can fish both. There's fish up tight to shore, and then there's fish that are out deep in the cabbage too. This one came out of that transition in about 10 feet of water. But that's what's nice about this time of year, you know. Even if it's a small lake, you fish shallow first, and then you go and fish the deep edge next, and you can catch fish all over.
What's that one on?
That was on the wacko again.
Look at how pretty those are.
Yeah, I think we might need the net on this one. I don't want to.
Really?
Don't want to risk flipping him. He's a couple pounds, but.
And these are smaller than you've been catching?
Yeah, these are a little smaller. I was out here the other day, John, and we caught quite a few that were 4.5.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Nothing wrong with that though, Josh.
No.
And you know, a lot of folks want to do a fish fry, not one that big, but if you catch some, 14 inchers, bass are pretty good to eat, aren't they?
They are, and there's actually a lot of lakes up here where they don't have a size limit on the largemouth.
Nice.
And if you can keep a lot of them 12 to 14 inches, like you said, they're great eating.
Folks, that's literally two in two casts.
Oh, this is a big one. This is a big one, John. Yep. This fish is
Oh,
hard.
Josharoo.
Look at that one.
That is a
Oh.
beautiful largemouth bass, buddy.
That's what we're
That
after.
was literally the second cast.
And
That's a giant there. Look at that one.
Now you actually moved to a deeper part of the lake here?
Yep,
Deeper
we moved
shorelines?
to the deeper part of the lake. The shallows were okay, but we were catching smaller fish. But out here, the break goes down deep a little quicker. It goes from 10 to 15. And that's where that fish was, right on that edge.
Can you do this largemouth fishing all summer?
Yeah, actually, my favorite time to do this is in the middle of summer. When you get those dog days of summer when the heat's really cooking, it gets really good.
And you can use surface baits then too, huh?
Yeah, we'll fish a lot of frogs just right up in the lily pads.
This is not fair.
Got one, John.
I'm literally casting right next to him, and he's catching all of them.
Now that right there is one that I would eat, Josh.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's
Especially because a lot of these lakes, you do want to take a few out because they do get overpopulated, don't they?
Some of them do, like this lake, there's a lot of bigger ones out here, so I don't like to eat them out of this particular lake, but we have a lot of lakes that they're stunted, basically. There's a lot of 12 to 14 inchers, and those are the lakes where it's good to keep a few.
Breaking news from Fleet Farm. Check out this deal. Fenwick Eagle spinning and casting rods on sale for $39.99, saving $20. Eagle spinning and casting rods on sale for $39.99. The jumper.
Nicely done, Blake. All right. Now, see, you just hogged the cast away from Josh, didn't you?
Combat fishing.
Combat fishing is right.
No, actually, I switched to a smaller wacko and a smaller hook.
Nice.
And, I'm working it like not paying attention because he said work it slow, so.
And there are days when you gotta go real slow with a wacko, huh?
Yes, there are days like that, and today is one of them. We got a bunch of rain last night, and I just think they're a little lethargic. The other day we were working stuff really fast, and today it's the complete opposite, real slow.
Fish on.
All right, Blake, 2 in a row for you. Oh, that one's a nice one.
Big one.
That is a real nice fish, Blake.
It's a soft bite, though.
Yeah. Way to go, Blake-a-roo. Good job.
Man, wow, that was a good fish.
And you know what, Blake, really, it's slowing it down.
Yes, yeah, and that bite was very, very light. I just worked the wacko very lightly, and that's, you reel up and you got it.
So it's just kind of pick up and drop, huh, and let it sit for a while?
Yeah, the slower the better.
That's a nice one, Josh.
Yeah, that is. That's got a big head on him.
Totally pick-worthy.
For sure.
Ooh, Josh-o. Hey, you know what? I'm getting a little hungry. What do you think of some Johnsonvilles pretty soon?
That sounds amazing.
Boy, has this turned into a beautiful day. It is interesting, though, when you get these warm, humid, flat days.
Yep.
Does that make fishing tougher usually when it's no wind?
A lot of times it does, you know, especially in these clear lakes, they can see a lot better, so you got to make longer casts, use lighter line. But when you do that, you can catch them.
Blake, get that clam, get that clam. That's a big one, huh?
Yep, nice one.
Oh, yeah, that is a Jim Danderino.
He was sitting right in that tree, John. I actually saw him up there and casted right to him and he grabbed it.
Nice.
Now, when do those fish start going out to the deeper water, Josh?
In about another couple weeks, you'll start seeing a lot more fish out deep once the cabbage grows up. But to be honest, a lot of these fish will stay shallow all year long, especially when the lily pads come up. They'll
And we
sit in
should
that
tell
hot
the
water.
folks, it's been a weird spring because early spring, there's really not the weeds that you expect this time of year yet, are there?
No, generally by now there's a lot of weed growth out in, 10 to 15 feet, a lot of nice cabbage. And right now there's not much, a little bit, but not like it should be.
We were fishing the lakes around Iron River, Wisconsin. A 6-hour drive from Milwaukee, 7 hours from Chicago, and 3 hours from Minneapolis.
It's hard to put our adventures on hold, but now is the perfect time to prepare for their return. Amsoil has your back with fast, free shipping, and ordering has never been easier. Just look up your vehicle, select your product, add an oil change to your cart, and check out. Spend $50 on Amsoil products and shipping is on us. Order now at amsoil.com.
The first thing that we're going to do today is attack panfish in the basin of the lake.
Just gives it a little extra flavor or smell.
Fishing jumbo perch in Devil's Lake, North Dakota. This is not too early to come out and catch walleyes, huh?
It's never too early.
This middle of May stuff for walleyes, it's cool.
It's a night and day difference putting the bait mate on.
This is ranked as one of the top smallmouth destinations in the world. And that bait mate does work, doesn't it?
It does.
August is a great time to come here. We're going to be targeting lake trout today.
Catch more fish all year long with Baitmate Fish Attractant. Check it out at baitmate.com.
Switching up with bluegills up here.
Yeah, what did you do? You put on a little hair jig there, huh?
I did, yeah.
You know, that's the fun thing about bass fishing up here, too, is if you spot some gills,
Yep.
hey, stop and do, or crappies, too, right?
Yeah, exactly. A lot of these lakes have good perch, bluegill, and crappie, so you might as well keep a rod ready to go if you see any.
Well, that's what we do when we fish. You know, I got a rod set up for wackos, jerk minnows. I got a scrub on there for crappies.
Yep, that's all you need.
I'm trying to cook brats. We're trying to cook brats. Ryan, the photographer's got brats on, and there you go. You're catching a big old bass there, Josh.
Yep.
And you know the beauty of fishing up here, and we may do this a little bit later on, that's a nice bass. But there's so many lakes up here, we might switch lakes, huh, later?
Yeah, let's try a different lake. You know, maybe go for some smallies, maybe a few pike. You know, out here it's been mainly largies, so we can mix it up.
Yeah, no, that's a beauty right there. Can you smell those brats cooking?
Oh, they smell so good.
Ryan, the photographer, is a great cook, and
Yes,
he's got
he is.
chorizos and firecrackers.
Ooh, I don't know if I've had those before.
You seriously catch them when you don't pay attention.
Well, yeah, you're giggling and smelling the brats.
I don't ever giggle.
Oh, no, but I mean, oh, there he is.
Humor.
Now, smelling those brats and catching bassarinos, and you weren't paying attention, were you?
Not. Like I said, they bite when you don't pay attention.
But you know what that is? You're actually moving it real slow, you know?
No, exactly. Today has been, the ticket is to move your wacko really slow.
Yep, slower the better.
Oh, you switched to bluegills now.
Oh yeah, this never gets old.
No, that's a beauty right there.
The color on those.
Yeah.
Nice.
Now those are so delicious. Now Josh has got a teeny one.
Can we keep these?
Nah,
not that
we got a long ride home. But
pretty teeny.
quick, hold
Compared
yours
to
up
yours,
next.
it is.
Hold it up next to Josh. Those are pretty, and that's the beauty of doing a largemouth bass show. You know, when you spot some bluegills, man, stop and hammer on them, right?
Yep, it's fun. They fight hard too.
Yeah, and Blake's is pushing 8.
That's a big one. I bet it's 8 or bigger. Another one, John.
You guys said that. I'm gonna guess I'll take my bass. Oh, look at that's a platter, Josh.
Oh my God.
Oh, Josh.
Oh.
Now hold that one up.
The Fleet Farm contest.
No, that's a beauty,
That's
Josh.
a giant. That might be 10 inches there.
Oh my gosh.
And we got to talk to folks about catch and release in June on bluegills.
Yes.
And keep the 7s, the
Yep.
7.5.
Keep the small ones and let these big ones go.
What do you think?
You don't see a lot of these around anymore.
No, that's pushing what?
Well, let's measure them right now. I'm going to say 10 inches.
Yeah,
I really think so. We got the clam.
Clam net has a.
Well, pick up the clam net for him there, Blake. So
Let's see here.
yeah, let's see how long that baby is.
So that's right there.
Maybe.
He tickles 10, maybe
Wow.
9 3/4.
Beautiful, Josh.
Cool.
Nicely done. Next cast, Dad.
Well, come on, bring him in, bring him in. I'm bringing up my stuff there.
Ooh, another
This
nice
guy
one.
looks tiny compared to the one Josh caught, but wow, this is a lot of fun. And the last time I caught bluegills was ice fishing.
No, but yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
that is. And those are gorgeous, Josh. Those really are.
Oh, I got one too.
Oh.
Another big one.
Do you?
Yep.
Okay.
Whoa.
Ooh.
another
Hold them up
big one.
together, guys. Hold them
Wow.
up together. Man,
Another nice one.
those are gorgeous, buddy. And in the Sagita, get them all summer too?
Yeah, we will get them in the summer. They'll go deeper, and we'll fish deeper cribs and weeds. But yeah, we can catch them all year long.
It's now time to announce this week's winners of the Fleet Farm John Gillespie's Waters and Woods 2020 Fishing Contest. This week's first winner, Stan Reba of Oak Brook, Terrence, Illinois, caught this 36-inch king salmon on Lake Michigan using a Clio. Bob Mayer of Park Falls, Wisconsin, caught this 31-inch walleye on Lake Superior using a flicker shad. Richard Futzel of Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, boated this 22-inch largemouth bass on Wolf Lake using a Lucky Craft pointer. Julian Merschendorf of Colgate, Wisconsin, caught this 14-inch crappie in Washburn County using a worm. And this week's first kid winner is Caden Zorn of Green Bay, Wisconsin, caught this 29-inch walleye on Fox River using a perfect 10. And Adler Roots of Waupun, Wisconsin, caught this 33-inch lake trout on Big Green Lake using a flicker minnow. Each week, I shop online at fleetfarm.com to check out the latest deals. Check out what I found this week. All landing nets are 25% off, on sale starting at $6.74. And the Strike King Rage Swimmers are 2 for $9. Strike King Rage Swimmers, 2 for $9. We're trying to have Johnsonville's over here.
Well, that's all right when you get interrupted by a school of bluegills, you know? Oh, Josh,
Look at that
Teigen.
Wow.
That's a monster.
That is something else.
Yep.
Wow, that is
You know they're big when you can lip them.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, is that 10 again? 9.5?
Probably
anyway.
9.5. Yep, just shy of 10. Blake, Blake, you got one.
Double header, we got 2 on at a time.
Yes,
Oh, Josh.
let's
We're never gonna eat.
No, we are not.
Wow.
Ooh, that's a big one.
That's a
there.
beauty, Blake.
Look at that
How
one.
old are these fish for them to be this big?
They gotta be probably 10, 12 years old.
That
I would
is an
assume.
interesting question, Blake. And when it takes a bluegill that long to get that big, and that again is why catch and release on these bigger fish is so important, right, Josh?
It is. You really want to let these big ones go and keep the smaller ones.
I got one now in the back of the boat. I finally switched and rigged up for these gills, and man, do they fight, folks. They really do. Oh, there. Look at that bluegill, folks. Look at the size of that gill. I mean, no, and Josh, what are those like black things on them? Do you know?
Those are just parasites, John. They look nasty, but to be honest, the meat's just as good. You won't notice a difference.
Oh, geez, these are just gorgeous fish. I mean, really, anywhere in the state of Wisconsin, that is a big bluegill. Josh, I'm just really amazed at that. You know that, buddy? And a good way, you know what, in July when these fish go deep, you can just drift over deep water, folks, and catch these too. And it's an interesting way to fish, but man, just beautiful. You know, Josh, we've been trying to have our Johnsonvilles, but fish are interrupting us all the time. But I got a treat for you. We are in full grill season now. Summer has come, and it's fun with the Johnsonville brats because they make so many different flavors. Today for you, I have firecracker brats. They're the regular Johnsonville brats, and they season them up with some special seasoning. And the way I like to cook them is low and slow on the grill. And they do take about 20 minutes to do them the right way, but I'll tell you what, they sure do look gorgeous. Firecrackers.
All right, here we go. Wow, those are really good, John.
Got a little kick to them?
They do. It's
Yeah.
like fireworks in my mouth.
Yeah, well, that's a good one. Well, Johnsonville firecracker brats, folks. Look for them at your favorite retailer today. Hey, Blake, we're heading out on Green Bay tomorrow, and the weatherman said it's supposed to be really, really rough. Just to be safe, I want to put in a higher capacity Johnson bilge pump.
Dad, you don't need all those tools to change a Johnson bilge pump. All you need is a higher capacity Johnson cartridge motor. It's that simple.
Hey Blake, that is really cool. I guess I won't need these. Johnson cartridge bilge pumps. The highest capacity, the easiest to maintain, and the easiest to install. Johnson Pump, our choice for safety and reliability.
Over time, there's always been this game of nip and tuck with professional shallow water guides, balancing weight with power. With the new 140 G2, now I have an inline 3-cylinder that will still allow me to float in less than 10 inches of water. The bonus is I've got all the power and torque I want now, and I've got way more speed than I deserve.
The Kalen's Google Eye Jig features a built-in glass rattle that creates a deadly combination of sight and sound. Its shockwave rattle system has been designed to call fish in. The lifelike rattle reflects the light and adds a dimension like no other. Available in 2 styles and 13 colors.
Yeah, I had to move up here with Josh. I put Blake in the back of the, I kicked Blake out of here. There's another dandy, isn't it? Now that's the smaller one, and that's pushing 7.5, 8.
Yeah, that's one, you know, I wouldn't mind eating right.
Right, and he swallowed the bait too.
Yep.
So yeah, that's an eater size.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, the front of the boat is a nice place to be. Ooh, here's another eater size, I think. Or no, that's too big to eat, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a big one.
That's an 8 right there.
Yeah.
That's a little too big to eat. But again, the selective harvest deal. And Josh, you know, the old-fashioned way to clean these is when I was a kid, we used to scale them.
Yeah.
And just take the guts out, and boy, they were delicious. You know, just dip them in flour and put them in some hot grease. They were really good. And then you can pull the ribs out after they cook.
Yeah, I've never tried doing that before.
That's pretty.
This will be interesting, John.
Well, if this is a bluegill, it's a world record.
It's a big, large.
Oh, it's a largemouth bass. Look at that. Oh my, get that clammaroony.
Yeah, we need it.
We need the clam. This is a big bass.
I only have 4-pound test.
Okay.
Well,
okay. I'm ready for him, buddy. I'm ready. Whoa, there you go. Here you go, pal.
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah, that is a beautiful bass. And the bass are hanging, look at the size of that.
Yeah.
And they're hanging out right, look at on that teensy little fly thing you got on there. And that's not uncommon.
No, it's not. A lot of times they'll go for a little bait like that, and these things are in here feeding on the bluegills, believe it or not. So.
I do believe it. Yeah, beautiful bass. What a day of fishing, huh?
Fun.
Hey, while you got your bass there, Josh, I got ooh, there's a nice bluegill coming in right there. That's another, well, that's pushing 7.5.
Yeah.
That's another eater.
Yep.
But again, they're hanging out together, folks. And, you know, there's nothing like bobber fishing, you know, it takes you back to your youth, right?
Oh, it's fun. Never gets old.
All right, you catch that one. I'll see if I can get a double header here.
Sounds good.
Oh, yeah, that's another platter there.
Is. Another big one.
Oh, rock up to the camera with that guy
That's
there,
another
Josh.
probably eater size there, John, maybe 7.5 inches.
And you can actually see these, you know, that's cool.
Yeah, it is fun.
Oh, Josh.
There we go, another one.
And, you know, Josh, folks, is one of the few guys that will guide panfish, and you have a blast doing it.
I do.
And, you know, people can come fish bass and bluegills at the same time like we're doing.
Yeah.
And what did our buddies say those were?
Yeah, they're just a little parasite.
Okay, so no harm to the meat, folks.
Nope.
Then, yeah. Just real pretty guy there. Giggler back there. Little Miss Giggles.
Well,
oh, yeah, that is. That's a beauty, Blake. Walk right up with that one, huh?
That is one after another. This is crazy.
Yeah, but the size.
You kicked me out of the front of the boat, too.
Well, it reminds me of the Mississippi River last year when we were
with
catching
Jeremiah
them.
Lumen, that was a lot of fun. And it's pretty cool that we can do this.
This was so cool, folks. You saw that bass swimming around the pier there.
Yeah.
And you actually watched him hit that, huh?
Yeah, he did. He came out and actually followed it to the boat and hit it right by the boat.
And that's a Kalen's Wacko again?
Yeah, that's the Wacko. I'm going to try to flip him here. Probably not the best idea.
Oh, you're
There
such
we
a
go.
great angler. No, that's fun. When you got clear water, folks, and you can see the bass cruising along the pier line there,
Yep.
and cast to him, twitch, 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 and man, he ate it.
Yeah, he did. He crushed it.
Oh, Josh, amazing, you know?
Ooh, pumpkin seed.
Look at now, yeah, walk up and show that to the folks.
Yeah, that's a pretty one.
And that's in the same family as the bluegill, right?
Yeah, it is. Yep, just
Look
a lot
at the
different colors to
The
them.
beautiful orange on that fish, isn't that pretty?
Yeah, that's a gorgeous one.
Yeah, and your only fish, you got your bobber set about a foot, huh?
Yeah, about a foot down.
Yeah. Josh. Oh, look at that clear water and look at this fish coming in. That
So
is
much fun.
Yeah.
Tired of catching up.
Yeah, Blake got tired of oh my.
Nice one.
There you go, folks. That's a beauty right there. And what do you now realistically, Josh, that's an 8-incher, right?
Yeah, that's probably a good 8 inches there, John.
Yeah. Ooh, Josh Rudy. Now let's see what we got here, buddy. That's a big sunny sun.
Yeah, it's a nice one there. Another probably 7.5, 8 incher.
You know, I don't know. You know, they say 90% of the fishermen fish for panfish, and I can see why. You know?
It's so much fun.
Ooh, nice release there, Josh.
Josh Teigen guides Bayfield County on a daily basis. For more information, give Josh a call. That phone number is 715-813-0575. 813-0575.
The Kalen's Google Eye Swing Head features a wide base with a built-in glass rattle that puts off a lot of vibration and noise into the water. And the wide base allows it to not get snagged as much along the bottom. Check this out in 3 sizes and 3 colors.
Oh, Pete, I'm getting too old for this. So, John, you haven't heard of Brian's Custom Steps? Oh, Pete, those are awesome. How can I get a set? Yeah, I love these big no-slip platforms, and they're made right here in Wisconsin. For more information on Brian's Custom Steps, call 920-315-0333.
From the kennel to the coop, whatever the season, Fleet Farm has everything to keep your animals happy and healthy. Whether it's keeping the backyard birds well-fed season, mastering those retrieval skills season, or wondering who takes care of who season. There's a reason people say if Fleet Farm doesn't have it, you don't need it, because we have it all. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Hey, Blake, always a good time fishing with Josh.
It sure is. And folks, that is our show for today. Please join us next week. I don't know where we're fish yet, but we'll find a place somewhere. Until then,
I'm John Gillespie, hoping to see you enjoying John Gillespie's Waters and Woods.